I am Sylvia from thesacredspiral.com. Welcome. If you're new here and you've never heard of EFT, I invite you to go back to my original video or a pinned post that I have that it's basically explains where the points are, what they target as far as the meridians in the body, what emotions they release, and what they call in instead. But if you just want the benefits and you are feeling trauma, sadness, impatience, fear, dread, anger, anxiety, worry, uncertainty, feeling stuck, obsessiveness, or hopelessness, just tap and don't question. But what I do like to tell people is it's good to know that you should sense in the body where there is a denseness or a tenseness. If it's your shoulders being up to here, if it's a stuck spot in the middle of your back, is there an ache somewhere? Identify that. And on an intensity level, is it 0 to 10? So would it be an 8? And then after you do several rounds of tapping, but this has actually been scientifically proven to work in as little as 6 minutes by shifting all of that by more than 50%. And it's been around for over 30 years. But it uses the basis of acupuncture, which has actually been around for more than 5,000 years, except no needles. Yay! But pressure instead. So a lot of times you'll hear acu-tapping, or you'll hear it called tapping. EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Technique. And it basically shifts anything that our brain registers as a fight, flight, or freeze mode, which usually stems from stress, anxiety, worry, and guess what the planet is doing right now? All of the above. So this is a great tool for you to utilize, but it doesn't work unless you do. Kind of like meditation doesn't give you the peace of mind and the inner balance and clarity unless you actually do it. So if you're meditating or doing prayer, or if you're doing a gratitude journal, EFT is a great tool to think about adding into your routine to just kind of balance and unlock and release anything that's really not serving your body any good. It's actually been proven that most diseases stem from cortisol. Besides many others, cortisol is horrible for our body. It's considered a not so great hormone. And when your body's in stress, the brain doesn't know you're actually not trying to outrun a tiger, because our caveman brain just goes into fight, flight, or freeze. It doesn't know that. So if it's whether it's somebody that you've gotten in a fight with on social media or on the road, rage type situation, your body constricts, your blood vessels constrict, and it automatically, without us consciously knowing, sends out negative hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, which amp up our heart rate. It, if it's not dealt with, cause disease. But what EFT does in as little as 6 minutes, it shifts cortisol and adrenaline into dopamine and serotonin. So it's a great helpful tool. And when I found it, I really didn't believe in anything. I'm very cautious when it comes to anything new. I always try it on myself first to determine if I'm interested further to share it. So I do that with everything. Recently I was talking about, I did a group, I have a Facebook group if you want to follow me there. I do a lot more intimate stuff there, but I was talking about a couple of energetic crystalline sprays that I have just gotten that I really am in love with. On my personal wall, I talked about Tesla plates, and I kind of went into the benefits of positive energy from them. But I don't talk about anything until I know it works. So with EFT, when I found it, I had to try it out for myself. And then I dug in and I did like a basic, understanding for myself course. And then I got a practitioner certification and then advanced practitioner certification. So if you need deeper work, feel free to reach out. My website should be on here somewhere, so thesacredspiral.com. And it's probably on the banners or something like that. But so with that, I talk about energy and crystals and management of that, because a lot of energy or emotions is energy in motion. So when we're clearing our energetic field, it's very wise to be conscious of what it is you're throwing away. Feel like you're cleaning out your closet when you're clearing your body, right? You're clearing your field. We have 7 layers of bodies outside of our physical form. And you can look them all up if you want to know what they all look like or how far away from the physical body they are. But when you're clearing that, and that just with this tapping, you're going to be, you're taking garbage off of your field and you're putting it aside. So I like to teach what's called kind of like an energy portal or an energy recycling bin. And what I use is I used to use basic crystal. This is a crystal quartz, which is actually the most common crystal that you can find, and it's very reasonable. This is a double terminated wand. It means it has 2 points, so it can send and receive energy. If you don't have a crystal double terminated points, you can actually use your finger with the same intention, because our fingers and hands are pretty activated as well. Usually when I'm starting these videos, my hands start firing and my feet start firing, because there's energy that I can feel when there's healing going on. So when they start firing, I know there's going to be a great healing, and right now they're very electric and they're very obvious. So what I like to do is I like to teach people energy protocol of what to do with that energy you've cleared off yourself, so that after you're done tapping, you're not standing up and walking right through it and having it just stick right to you again. We're setting the intention that it goes away and it's gone forever. It's sucked away, transmuted, transformed into something that serves the planet, instead of coming back after you've done your 12, 36 minutes, whatever it is, tapping. The more the better. 6 minutes shifts you by over 50%, and it boosts your immune system by 60%. So it's so much benefit to tapping, and I can go on and on, but you can Google all that yourself. I'm just here to tap with some of the cards. And the reason why I use cards, if you're new here, welcome. The reason why I use cards is just for the affirmations within them. I ask for the energy that people need to know right now. And this actually is for the week of June 7th through June 14th. Okay, without further ado, let's get started. Let's open up our portal. And how we do that is clockwise on the floor. And you can visualize it as like, sometimes I see it as like a bank tube, the ones that suck away your money to the teller. You can visualize it bigger, like a garbage or recycling bin. You can be as big or as little as you want to visualize it. It's really up to you, but the intention is the important thing. So clockwise on the floor, I'm setting the intention with every exhale during this tapping that it will be sent down to be transmuted, transformed into pure divine white light that turns into the emotion of unconditional creator love, like unconditional love from the creator, as well as peace, which the planet needs right now, and balance or harmony. Okay, so portal is open, and you can call in the guides, the guardians, the angels, the galactic team, your spirit team, your A team, whatever you want to call them, to assist in this healing, so that the highest and best good and the highest the highest benevolent beings are here for this healing, and anything that's not is not invited or allowed. Okay? All right, so I'm going to put that crystal down. The portal is open, and then we're going to start tapping. So I lost my spot here. Put that back. So I have some cards from the 2 Rebecca Campbell decks that I own, which is Work Your Light and Starseed Oracle. And then I have a couple of cards from, or one card from The Secret Language of Light by Denise Jarvie, and The Messages of Life by Mario de Guay, and the Archangel Metatron Amanda Ellis's Self-Mastery deck. And actually, Amanda Ellis's has the Crystal Essence sprays, which I'm loving as a tool. I actually reordered her sprays. They're really good. She uses crystal essences and essential oils together, and each one has a different vibration, and every single oil or every single spray has a channeled message that came in with it for the creation of it. Okay, so let's start with the 2 cards that came out from the Mario de Guay deck. Beautiful artwork on these cards, and it's searching within and the inner sense. So very, very, almost very similar message as far as going within, right? So we're going to start here with full responsibility in 2 fingers right here at the eyebrow point. You can actually feel, if you feel right here, your skull actually has a divot point right above your eyebrow. You can actually feel it like a dimple in your skull. So we're going to take full responsibility for our well-being in 2 fingers and start there. Today I quiet the noise of my mind on the side of the eye, which is kind of by the wing of an eyeliner, if you're wearing any. And I become aware of the voice of my heart. And then under the eye, which is on the bone just below your pupil, I listen closely to my inner voice. And then we go under the nose, where the mustache would be. I trust myself and develop confidence in my intuition. And then under the lip in this little divot crease, my inner truth is divine truth, and I allow it to influence and guide me every day. Put that right there. And then we're going to go to the collarbone. Let me see if I can describe this. So you know the collarbone nubs are. You just go about half an inch to an inch down. There's like a riverbed. That's your collarbone point. Now, what's great is you can actually go from that point and go all the way out. And right around here are soft spots. Those are soft spots that you can like rub. And if they're sore, go very gently. But you can also tap all the way out there. Okay. So then it goes, this card says, what I see outside myself is simply a mirror of my inner self. And then we go to the under the arm point, which you can't really see very well on the camera. It's about, I want to say 4 inches below the armpit. And tap there. Today I empower myself by looking past outer conditions and searching within for the source of the difficulty within my life. And then we go to the crown, which is actually called 100 meeting points. And it's just right behind my crown in like a little circle. I'm messing up my hair, but my inner wisdom will always help me face life's challenges. It provides my best answers and my greatest healing. As I study myself, I am transformed. Okay. Okay, now we go to the next card. Right, so this card is from the Work Your Light deck, and it is Trust Your Path. Trust your path, okay? So we're going to start there in the eyebrow point. The universe is conspiring. Keep facing your true north. Your job is not to pave the path, but simply keep facing your true north and take one step after another. If you do this, you can't go wrong. Side of the eye. The universe is conspiring. Don't waver or doubt. Use your heart as a compass and put one foot in front of the other. If you follow the invisible trail of light, of what lights you up, you will light up the world without even trying. Under the eye, most people don't follow their highest call of their soul because they're waiting to see the end destination before they take the first step. Under the nose, if you take one baby step each day of the year, you would have taken 365 steps towards a direction. Under the lip, if you want to write a book, write a page every day. If you want to change careers, do one thing each day in the direction of that decision. Collarbone, before you know it, in a year from now, you'll turn back around and look at awe of how far you've journeyed. So keep moving forward. And keep moving and open yourself to a whole new level of support and receiving. Oops, you can't even see me. I'm trying to hold the card up, but you can't even see where I'm tapping. Under the arm, things are not going to work out the way that you're planning, but if you have a little faith and you keep showing up, they'll work out better than you could ever possibly imagine. Top of the crown, don't micromanage God or the universe and trust your path. Let your soul lead the way. Okay, so that's that card. Trying to find places to put everything. Okay. All right, so then this card is from the Starseed Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. And this one is the Great Severing. It looks like Mars to me. Okay, so Now we're going to the eyebrow point. Okay, Mars, the great severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, soften to love. This is a shadow card, one that you may feel a little confrontational, but don't be afraid. It's here to bring to the surface what's standing in your way of letting love in to the side of the eye. The warring planet of Mars, in our constant reminder, it's important to soften and forgive and find our way back to love. Now, if you sneeze or have itchy nose or wiggly eye, watery eyes, those are all release. Just embrace them, allow them. As things come up, they show up in our physical body a little bit weird. Under the eye, there are many things that the humans experience that make it difficult for our heart and soul to stay open to a never-ending source of love. Under the nose, we are all wounded, and our unconscious wounds inflict wounds on others. It can feel like a never-ending dance that we can never escape. Under the lip, if we aren't careful, before long, we'll see the world as a scary, dangerous place where fear and anxiety roam free. Collarbone. If this card surfaces, it could be one of two reasons. First is for you to acknowledge any difficult emotions or situations and conflicts and wounds of fears that have caused you pain and anxiety. The second would be to find your way back to love. Under the arm, when we hurt, it's normal to close off our heart to the world and let that painful experience confirm the agony and separation of this earthly life. But soften and find your way back to love anyways. Crown, when fear, anxiety, paranoia paralyze you, it's normal to want to hide away from others in the world. Come out of your cave and soften your heart anyways. We are all innocent children spinning our way around the world and if we find a way to see the innocence in all people. Oh, it says it encourages you to find a way to see the innocence in all people and especially in yourself. Okay, so that's that one. And then we have two more cards left, and then we're going to go eyebrow point. So this one is the Vesica Pisces. Now I love these, Denise Jarvie's Secret Language of Light. And these are channeled art messages. And it's the Vesica Pisces, number 26, which is an 8, which is an infinity symbol. It looks a lot like this, except it's a little bit different. But the Vesica Pisces is eyebrow point, creating soul truth in the world. The outside world feels more real than your inner world because we've been encouraged to focus more on the outside of us. We have learned to give things that can be seen by others, touched by us, and more importance than how we feel. Under the eye, making decisions become difficult when our awareness is focused away from our inner needs and wants. Under the nose, we are internal and external. When our external and internal realities are integrated, decisions are clear and easily made. Under the lip, this leads to satisfaction where there's no resistance to your fulfillment. When we scan the myriad of possibilities that are open to us in the manifested world, we will know what we want and not feel overwhelmed. Collarbone. In this space, we become grateful for the decisions we have made and all the ones we will make in the future. So it talks about a meditation, but it also describes this sacred geometry. So the Vesica Pisces is a symbol. Go ahead and keep tapping. I'm just going to explain it. The Vesica Pisces is a symbol that shows you how consciousness splits to know itself and expand life from the place it can reflect upon itself, seeing itself rather than just out from itself. So by splitting, it can actually see itself instead of seeing out from itself. It actually can see itself. The Vesica Pisces is the basis of the seed of life and the flower of life. So no matter how many times it splits and moves outward, there's always an inner link back to itself in the intersection of the circle. So right in this middle is the heart space. So it says, when we decided to come to Earth and play in the physical, we created another circle and imagined another circle forming next to you, representing your physical self. So the second part overlaps the first part, and you feel your soul and your physical body at the same time. When you feel both and you're in that center point, You're going to feel aligned, balance in your heart, in love, and enlightened. And you'll feel how peaceful you are in this beautiful space that you've created for at least 1 minute. When you are ready, you can breathe back into your physical self and get right back into your body and do this as many times as you want as these overlapping circles. Enter each day in your truth and watch yourself shift in and out of these circles and realities depending on your thoughts at any given moment. So come back to your center, your life, and then see what's happening as you're weaving this direction in between and in and out of these circles. Where would you like your life to go? Create a new path or create a new path or integrate and open your eyes, whatever information comes through to your physical body from your soul. So that one is pretty cool. I love that. The final card, we're going to tap the eyebrow point, is the red safety, strength, and power number 55. And notice it has the healing hand with the spiral in it. So it says red safety, strength, and power. Card 55 holds a master number. Master numbers are double numbers, so if you're not familiar, 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, and so on. And every single one has a meaning. Okay, so we're going to, the vibration of the master number and the energy of the red ray. This is the last card in the deck. Red grounds and anchors and encourages and supports you now. Side of the eye. If you have been feeling tired, depleted, unconfident, demotivated, lacking direction, red comes to energize you, warm you up, and stir you back to life. Under the eye, red is the shortest wave of light, and it's most earthly of all the colors. Emerging from this is an ancient elder who comes before you and who has seen everything and understands the ways of the land and the people. Under the nose, he's here to teach you what he has learned to master potent force of red and use it for good in the world. He stands on red, sacred earth, able to feel his bloodline going back through generations, healed and whole. Collarbone, he will show you how to lead and show courage and face whatever there is, whenever there's a challenge or belittle to derail you. Wherever there tends to be a challenge to belittle or derail you. Under the arm, he asks that you stand in your own power and be sure that the solid foundation and safety, be sure of solid foundation and safety while others around you may feel scattered and fearful. So make sure that you're putting your self-care first, because you pour from your overflow of your cup from your saucer into others. The same concept as the oxygen mask on the airplane. You put it on yourself first before you help someone else, because you wouldn't help anybody if you died trying to help someone else, right? Because you didn't put it on yourself first. So back to, he asks you to stand in your own power and to be sure of a solid foundation and safety while others around you might feel scattered or fearful. If they do, send them to this video and they can start tapping themselves and they'll shift themselves. Top of the crown. His energy of strength and determination is here for you now. You just have to call on him as he works alongside Archangel Metatron as a bridge between the angelic and shamanic worlds. Eyebrow point. Red needs mastering so that no blood is spilled. No more sacrifices are made. The time for peace, not war, is needed. No more fighting over territory, possessions, or what someone else has or makes us look at, when we may still have parts of this that need healing within ourselves and within our family line. His gaze scans the horizon to see any danger and alerts you and protects you at all times, standing guard over you. He also makes those who wish to hurt another to look at their own issues and repels negativity back to the sender. Under the eye, he offers a pipe of peace to you now. Whatever you're struggling with and any negativity that you feel, he says to you There is another way under the nose to own the realm of the red energy as he requires great spirit. He truly made peace with the earth and all upon it. Nothing can shock him or deter him or hurt him. Feel into his energy now. He is your helper for all that you may struggle with. He is your helper for all that you may struggle with concerning the base chakra or root chakra issues, concerning health, safety, finances, and relationships or security. Collarbone. His presence here may also imply that there are energies of anger, frustration, and greed or lust around you. Under the arm. If so, let him help master lower energies and feel the best that red embodies. Conviction, leadership, passion, strength, just to name a few. Top of the crown. As you embrace the learning of the red ray, he assures you that nature provides all your needs and that respect for the earth brings her love back to you tenfold. And then we end with the third eye saying, so be it and so it is. Take a deep breath. Send it all down. Grab your double terminated wand. Reassess your body if you had any shifts. Notice my shoulders drop, my eyes are brighter. I like to see physical attributes of tapping, and you can feel them as you clear your field. But as we've cleared our field, we know the importance of cleaning up the intention of what we dropped in our recycling bin. Okay, or our portal, whatever you prefer to call it. So counterclockwise on the floor. And I give gratitude for all that has released that no longer serves me. And I give thanks that it gets transformed, transmuted into pure divine love, unconditional love, and peace the planet so needs, as well as balance and harmony. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it. And then I like to cover it up with dirt like I'm planting a seed, giving gratitude to all the guides, guardians, galactic team, whatever you call them, for this healing session today. And with that, keep calm, keep tapping. I don't care how much you tap, it only just improves as you go. You'll feel a shift, but it doesn't happen or doesn't work unless you do. Until next time, bye for now.